You already know what it is, family. GMOG Media TV, Great Man of God Media TV, back with another one. All right, so I wanna react to this video I just saw on Twitter. Basically, Dr. Umar Johnson is having a sit-down discussion with a podcast. Seems like they're at some kind of event or there's some kind of live interaction, if you will, and they're talking about Deion Sanders' situation, him leaving Jackson State and HBCU to go ahead and coach for Colorado at the D1 level. So basically, of course, Dr. Umar Johnson is going to talk about, him staying. He should have stayed at the HBCU to continue to develop these athletes at this historically black college and university, right? So I'm going to react to this video and give you guys my real-time response. So here we go.
HBCUs and business in general, not HBCUs, but business in general has no moral clause.
I disagree with that. From a European standpoint, yes, we ain't Europeans. Our business always have a clause.
For us to not to have access to power, what business or industry do we even control?
We are $2 trillion people.
What business or industry do we control?
And that's the problem.
Okay, so what? All right, so his access to power goes through
Boulder, Colorado,
goes through the power structure.
All this money Deion making for them, by the time he's done, he would have made far more for them than he earned from them. Not only that, God forbid,
that's everything.
If he ever begin. But the point is, he shouldn't even be in that position because you had the chance to restructure an entire HBCU athletic system permanently.
Yeah, that's definitely not true. I'm gonna say this, Dr. Umar Johnson. I have a long history with Dr. Umar Johnson. For guys you don't know, I was one of the first guys to interview Dr. Umar Johnson years ago. This was over 10 years ago on my platform. But nonetheless, him advocating that he could have changed the power structure of HBCUs if he stayed at Jackson State, that's a crock of shit, obviously, because of the fact that even if he stayed, the money that he generated, well, guess what? Will still come from white institutions. The top donors for these HBCUs, like the Howard Universities, like the Spelmans, come from white institutions. And I'm going to point something out real quick. The top donor for Howard University is this couple right here. Okay. Martha and Bruce Karsh of the Karsh Institute of Democracy. It's this people right here. White institutions fund HBCUs. It's been like that since the inception of BGLOs. It's been like that since the inception of BGLOs. Black Greek letter organizations. They wanted to segregate those particular organizations from the white sororities and fraternities and things like that. When they started those organizations, they were called BGLOs, right? And of course, they were funded by white institutions. HBCUs have been funded by white institutions since day one. All right. So again, Deion Sanders would generate however money he would have generated with Jackson State University, and that the donors and the money would have came from white institutions. Jackson State University gets donors. Majority of their donors are coming from white institutions, namely like Walmart. Walmart continues to donate hundreds of millions of dollars to HBCUs. All right, you guys can look it up. So miss me with that. With that, he could have generated and did the power structure of HBCUs. The power structure of HBCUs are always built around white institutions, white funded corporate institutions. It's been like that since day one. Point blank and simple. So let me continue with the video.
And you sold it out for money to go to a white college. That's the facts of the situation.
I disagree with that.
It's the facts. It's undisputable. That's what he did. He's not still at Jackson.
He's not at Jackson because he had an opportunity call.
An opportunity to go coach at a white school.
No, to showcase his skills in a different level.
Oh, we don't know what Deion is capable of?
No, not in college. Not again, you have to coach in these different markets. The same way you got to go speak in different markets. Same way I got to podcast.
But I don't compromise.
It ain't about compromise.
It is.
It's about results. I keep telling you, I'm showing up to show out.
Results.
I ain't showing up to do that other stuff.
Results for who?
For my stat sheet, for what I've been able to do. Yeah, so if
They trying to turn black people to a permanent underclass, and you talk about stat sheets? Burn the damn stat sheets.
Nah, you need that, Umar. If that's the case, you would sleep in the mop room at your school.
I will be. I don't think I'll ever leave once I get
These
there.
are future plans, but this dude here is working now. I'm telling you, if you believe what you're telling me, you will walk in that school and say, "Damn it with the house, damn it with the car." Until this school get up and rolling, Umar don't got nothing.
Well, I agree with everything.
So that's my point.
You can't compare my commitment to the black community to Deion's because he has yet to show it.
I had to laugh with that. He said you can't compare my role in the black community because Deion hasn't showed it. We haven't seen your damn school open for over 20 damn years. You've been raising and fundraising for your damn school for over 20 years. And I got footage because of the fact that you've been trying to donate, you've been trying to fundraise for the school when you was down here in South Florida over 10 years ago, right? Trying to start your damn school. And yeah, we've seen footage of your school. Is it open? Right? Do you have students? Do you have staff? We have not seen that. And you've been doing the same thing for over a decade. So what are you talking about other than pandering to your audience? Because that's what you're doing. You're no different than a damn preacher or a politician pandering to the audience, right? Trying to sell them their agenda, right? So they can continue to have them support what they're doing in terms of their ideology. He's been doing the same thing for a decade, over a decade. So miss me with that. Deion Sanders, and I'm not even the biggest Deion Sanders fan, to be honest, because I'm not one of those bandwagoners who, because he joined Colorado or whatever the case may be, and he's a black head coach. You know, hey, kudos to Deion, right? But hey, my thing with Deion is this. I will say Deion has shown more of what he can do or what he's capable of in terms of the recruitment he has done, the impact he has done for Colorado, the revenue he's generated for that particular institution in the city, right? He has changed the landscape of Colorado University forever. Nobody's going to top what he's done compared to what Dr. Umar Johnson's doing, who is a filibuster that continues to pander to his audience with nothing tangible to show for. Tangibles is what it's all about. We have not seen anything you've done other than run your goddamn mouth. Period.
You don't think he's saving children?
Doing what?
Being the motivation. Continue.
I'll rest my case.
Also, you don't think motivation is necessary?
Brother, to whom much is given, much is required.
You're telling that to me, and I got a lot.
Deion has a lot.
Yeah.
So for you to tell me that he's somehow benefiting black children because they see him winning at a white college, that's the same argument Obama maniacs made when Barack was in the White House and Negroes said just him being there was a benefit to black people. Only problem with that, it didn't play out in the statistics. High school graduation didn't go up. Crime didn't go down. You understand? We didn't do better on a single index in this country as a result of Obama being in the White House. So now you're giving me Deion on the white football
I agree with
field,
that.
Barack Obama in the white man's house. Listen.
I agree with that part about Barack. Barack ain't do a goddamn thing for black society. He's made it worse, actually. But that's a whole other topic of conversation. But overall, with the premise about, Dr. Umar Johnson and what Deion could have done if he stayed at an HBCU like Jackson State, like I said, miss me with that. All the major top donors of these HBCUs are white institutions. It would always be white funded. Point blank and simple, man. That's how it is structurally. That's how it is since inception, and that's how it will continue to be, because that is the society we live in, right? we can't change that, man. We can't change that at this point. So anyway, those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about what Dr. Umar Johnson said. Do you guys agree with him as far as what Deion Sanders could have done if he stayed at Jackson State University? Let me know down below in your comment section, family. Until next time, signing out. Peace.